Yes, hello and welcome back again. As a special needs teacher, we most likely find ourselves the challenge of a learner who is hyperactive. This one happens, let's say for example, a child living with autism has taken or eaten food that's not supposed to eat. Where that it affects the learner so much, and at times they can get extreme hyper to a point of you may not be able to teach them. In this video, I'm going to look at some of the ways that you can handle this learner in school or in a classroom setting that will allow you to not only teach him, but also teach him alongside with his peers. So welcome, let's go hand in hand. To begin with, let's say, what is to be hyper? Let us find that a child or a learner is jumping up and down, is not settling in class, is jumping from one activity to another. And we as teachers, we mostly understand that it's not easy to handle that child. So, one of the ways that you can help this learner is providing him or her an opportune minute, just a short time of physical activity. Maybe you can allow the learner to jump up and down, or just walk along the class, rather than just having them sit down, you being so assertive on sit down, do my work, sit down, do my work. Let them move around. Otherwise, let them just jump up a bit, and therefore they will feel that they have relieved the excess energy that they have tried to express and move out of their body. Another way of bringing this child to calm down and be in a classroom situation is using a therapy pressing ball. With me here is one of those example balls where you just allow the learner to keep on pressing. For them to keep on pressing this one, they don't need to stand up and move around. They can just sit there, be with the ball and press, and this will help them to calm down and do activity. This one is spiked, but they have different textures depending on the learner that you are handling at the moment. Therefore, different balls will give different feelings and different usages. Now, depending on the level of the condition, the learner might be mild, moderate, or severe. There are some that you can group them with a buddy or a friend, let them do the work that you want him or her to do with this other person. And that way, you bring the social interaction and make this learner feel, I'm not alone, I'm not excluded, and I'm here with my partner to do this activity. This one can work very well, especially if you are using different play materials. Let them have that time and that part of wait for your chance, wait for your turn. Now, we can put a caution here. Please don't put so many buddies in that group, because the learner might not have enough patience to run and wait for their turn to come. Depending on the work that you are giving the learner, at times give them second chances. Don't just be too strict on you are unable to do it, you can't do it. Let them try again and again. That way, you are giving the learner a second chance to correct themselves as you give more clearer instructions. When you say clear instructions, it comes as a way on its own. Most of the time, we find ourselves giving several instructions at once. Let's say, for example, stand up, go across the door, bring me a book, and sit down. That is a very complex instruction, especially for a runner with a condition. But then, just tell the runner one instruction at a time. Stand up, go across the door. Now, bring me the book on my table. Sit down. So breaking these instructions into short groups, in short parts of them, they allow the runner to process one instruction, perform the task asked, and then we go to the next instruction, and so forth and so forth. Another way of staying with a hyperactive child in class is by giving short breaks in between the lesson. Maybe you can say the learner enjoys singing, and your lesson running for the 35, 30 or 40 minutes or more. You can break it and say, I have 2 minutes I break my lesson, let's have some songs. Then see the runner just be so much enjoying the song. At this time, they jump up, they'll move around, they'll play in the class, and by so doing, they get themselves to calm down. The other way is by using now other specialists found within the school. This is the occupational therapist, commonly called the OT, and other services that you can have. You can take the runner to doing what they do. Maybe they'll have coloring, they'll have beading, they'll have sorting out items. Just let them have some time to go do that activity. If they come down, you come back to class and you teach them effectively. All the best in making the learners who are hyper in class come down, and all the best in the teaching. Remember, teaching is a calling more than just work.